On climate damage YouTube, somebody asked about tipping points for the Earth. Have we reached tipping points because of the climate change forced by global warming? The answer is yes. I happen to know it because I follow Arctic news on Facebook and Wikipedia and other resources, many resources, and I'll look at those in a moment. In any case, yes, evidence indicates Earth has already passed or is on the verge of passing several tipping points, critical tipping points. The 2025 Global Tipping Points report indicates that 1.4 degrees centigrade of warming, coral reefs have crossed the tipping point 4, while parts of the polar ice sheets may be irreversibly melting. I think that's true. Key details regarding past or nearing tipping points. Warm water, coral reefs confirm they have passed the critical threshold. Irreversible, long-term decline expected. Ice sheet melting. Major ice sheets in the polar regions are nearing or have possibly passed thresholds that will cause irreversible multi-meter sea level rise. If you follow climate damage, then you know already that when ice melts on the Arctic Ocean, the Arctic Sea, that sea becomes a dark body, which absorbs more sunlight, which warms the ocean, which actually causes more ice to melt, and so forth. Yeah, that's a tipping point. It's real. It's happening now. I'm not even mentioning methane in the tundra. Impeding thresholds. Many systems are on the brink of tipping at 1.5 degrees centigrade, which we did pass this year for a time. I don't know if we're there now. It wavers back and forth. La Nina comes, La Nina goes. El Nino comes, El Nino leaves. Many systems are on the brink of tipping 1.5. Okay. This is including the potential collapse of the Atlantic ocean circulation and the conversion of the Amazon rainforest into a savanna. I have heard before that the Amazon is past that tipping point, but I wouldn't bet on it at the moment. As for the AMOC, that's a slow process. Problem is measuring it. And if it is tipping and we pass the tipping point, well, that's hell on earth. Scientific, especially in Europe, scientific concepts, new reality. Scientists emphasize that the climate system has entered a new phase where dangerous self-perpetuating changes are happening faster than expected, moving beyond 1.5 degrees centigrade. That is my understanding at this time, irreversibly. While some tipping points are deemed crossed, like coral reefs, others are on the brink, meaning immediate reduction of emissions is required to prevent further collapse. Cascade effect. Passing one tipping point, which is an ice sheet melting, for instance, can increase the likelihood of triggering others, such as changes to ocean currents. That's very dangerous. While some local high vulnerability systems have tipped, experts continue to monitor whether the entire global climate system has crossed a point of no return. I'm not a scientist, let alone a climate scientist, and I'm reading from Google search. Do your own research. World's first tipping point has been crossed. That is Time Magazine, one of my favorite magazines in the 70s and 80s. Overshoot. The world is hitting point of no return on climate. Global tragedy points, understanding risk and potential, tipping points. You get the message. There's plenty of information here. Wikipedia has quite a bit. Here's another climate damage video. It's not hot, but it's mine. In any case, the planet has entered a new reality as it hits its first tipping point. Yes, global warming forces climate change. Yes, global warming forces climate change, just as global cooling forces climate change. My concern, your concern for your 10-year-old is that global warming is forcing climate change. And that's not good for 10-year-olds.